students, how are you all? I hope you are fine at your homes and have enjoyed your vacations. Now we are going back to work with the PT2 syllabus, and the chapter that we are going to start is health, hygiene and disease. You can see clearly from the name of the chapter that these health, hygiene and disease, the three terms are interrelated to each other. If we are healthy, if we have good hygiene, then we can prevent ourselves from various disease. Disease word. You have heard many times the word disease. But have you ever thought what is the meaning of the word disease? Disease means dis-ease. This means not comfortable. When we are not comfortable, when we don't think when we are not in the state of doing some work, or when the condition of the body does not allow the body to function properly, then we say that we are suffering from certain disease and we are not comfortable with the working of our own body. That is known as disease. There are two types of disease: communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Communicable disease are the diseases that spread from an infected person to a healthy person. That spread from an infected person. For example, if I am infected person and it spreads from an infected person from me to some healthy person, then this type of disease are termed as communicable diseases. They are caused by the disease-causing germs called pathogens. These disease, the main cause of these communicable disease are the disease-causing germs that are known as pathogens that we can't see from the naked eye. Called microorganisms. They are also called as microorganisms and we can't see them with the naked eyes. Can you see bacteria? Can you see virus? Nowadays you have heard a lot about the coronavirus. Can you see that virus? No, you can't see because these are microorganisms. They can't be seen through the naked eyes. So that's why they are very, very dangerous. Because if we can see our predator, then we can protect ourselves from that. But in this case, in this communicable disease case, we don't know from where the infection is coming. That's why, and when the infection enters our body, even then we are not able to get we have been infected. So that's why these diseases are very, very dangerous. And as first thing is that it spread from one person to another, and secondly, we don't know from where it enters our body and to whom it is going to make the victim next. So, we are going to discuss about the pathogens, or you can say microorganisms. There are four types of microorganisms. First is bacteria, second is fungi, then protozoa, and then virus. Now we are going to discuss about the various microorganisms and the disease caused by them. First of all, we will discuss about the bacteria, the bacterial disease. The disease that are caused by the microorganism bacteria are TB. TB means tuberculosis and pneumonia. These are the disease that are caused by the bacteria. Now let's come to fungal disease. The disease caused by microorganism fungi are food poisoning and ringworm. Food poisoning, all of you know what is food poisoning. When we eat something when we eat some stale food or the food that is contaminated or uncovered, then it might cause food poisoning. And the ringworm is a disease in which it is a skin disease in which red rashes are formed on the skin. In Hindi we call it Dag also. Now next, the protozoal disease. The disease caused by the microorganism protozoa are malaria and dysentery. Next is the disease caused by virus. All of you know nowadays the most common disease caused by virus is COVID-19, and the name of the virus is coronavirus. All of you know it very well, and all of you know how it is spreading day by day, how it is spreading day by day and increasing the number of corona patients in the whole world. So how it spreads. Now the virus that is responsible for the spread of the COVID-19 is coronavirus, and common cold also. Common cold is also a viral disease that is caused by the virus, as it is a viral disease. So I hope all of you know that all of you understand the reasons, the disease causing germs responsible for spread of the communicable disease.
Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you are fine. So, today we are going to start with the next topic of this chapter, that is deficiency disease. But before starting, let me tell you about a balanced diet. All of you have done in class 4 that a diet which contains all the nutrients in right amount is known as balanced diet. It means the diet that contains carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, roughage and water in proper amount is termed as balanced diet. As I have told you about balanced diet, that the diet that contains all the nutrients in particular amount is termed as balanced diet, and we should take that balanced diet. But what happens if we don't take each nutrient in that amount that is needed, that is required by our body? Then what will happen? Then our body will have the lack of that particular nutrient and can cause disease related to that particular nutrient. For example, if we don't take sufficient amount of vitamins or minerals, then it lead to the deficiency disease caused by that particular vitamin or or mineral. So here we go with the deficiency diseases caused by different nutrients. Deficiency disease that is caused due to deficiency of proteins in our body. It results in growth is stunted, the abdomen swells up, and the whole body is thin except the stomach, and also the hair get discolored. These are the symptoms of kwashiorkor, that is a disease caused due to deficiency of proteins in our diet. When we don't take adequate amount of proteins, जब हम अपनी बॉडी में adequate amounts of proteins नहीं लेते, then it results in the disease named as kwashiorkor. But if we take high protein diets such as beans, fish, chicken, eggs, milk and meat in our diet, if we include these nutrients in our diet, these things in our diet, then the disease may be cured. Next deficiency disease is marasmus, that is caused due to lack of proteins and carbohydrates in our diet. The symptoms of this disease are thin body. You can see clearly in this picture that the child is having thin body, visible bones and dry loose skin. The skin become loose, ribs become prominent. You can see clearly that ribs become prominent, and the child is having dry loose skin. So these are the symptoms of marasmus, that is caused due to lack of protein and carbohydrates in the diet. But if we start taking the diet rich in protein and carbohydrates, then this marasmus can be cured. If we start taking the food that is rich in proteins and carbohydrates such as beans, fish, chicken, eggs, milk, cereals, butter, oil, then this marasmus disease can be cured. Let's discuss the deficiency disease caused due to different vitamins. Now, vitamin A. If in our body there is lack of vitamin A, then the person may suffer from the disease called night blindness. In night blindness, person is not able to view clearly in the night, or you can say that that person is not able to see even in the dim light. So, these are the symptoms of night blindness. So, if person start taking the increases the consumption of vitamin A in his or her body, then this disease can be cured. And the sources of vitamin A are natural animal sources, eggs, meat, and dairy products, and also it comes from green leafy vegetables and all the colored fruits and vegetables such as carrot, mango, butter, egg, yolk. These all are the rich sources of vitamin A. Deficiency of vitamin B causes disease called beriberi. Beriberi is a disease in which the bones become, there is very less energy in the body and the muscles become very weak. These are the symptoms of deficiency disease called beriberi. Sources of vitamin B are cereals, fish, meat, and milk. So, if a person start taking these particular nutrient, these particular food items in his or her diet, then this disease can be cured. Vitamin C deficiency results in a disease named as scurvy. The symptoms of this disease are bleeding gums. Gums start bleeding and there are cracks on the skin. Cracks start forming on the sides of the lips or skin also. So, rich sources of vitamin C are all the citrus fruits. जितने भी खट्टे fruits हैं, they all are very rich source of vitamin C, such as amla, orange, tomato, lemon. Moreover, green peppers, strawberries, broccoli, these all are also good sources of vitamin C. Deficiency of vitamin D results in a disease called rickets. The symptoms of this disease are soft and weak bones and bent bones. The bones become bent. Sources of vitamin D are sunlight, fish, egg, milk, and butter. You know, vitamin D is the only vitamin which gets synthesized in the sunlight, which gets synthesized in our body in sunlight. So let's begin with the deficiency disease caused due to minerals. So first we are going to discuss about calcium. If in our body there is lack of calcium, then the bones become weak and the teeth they start falling. As you know that bones and teeth are made up of calcium, so its deficiency results in weak and soft bones and tooth decay. So, to avoid deficiency of calcium in our body, one should include dairy products such as milk, cheese, and also green leafy vegetables and meat in his or her diet to avoid the disease caused due to deficiency of calcium. Deficiency of iodine results in a disease called goiter. In the symptoms of goiter is the neck becomes swollen. You can see here there is a gland in our neck. There is a gland known as thyroid gland in our neck that we will do in higher classes about the glands. But only thing that you should notice that during goiter, the neck gets swollen like this and there is mental retarded growth. The growth of the body, the person may get mental retarded growth. Though this iodine is needed in very small amount in our body, as you know that the rich source of iodine is iodized salt, and salt we consume very less amount of salt in a day. As you know that for the whole family, if we make the vegetable for the whole family, we add 2 tablespoons of salt and each person gets eats 1 or 2 bowl of that particular vegetable. So the amount of salt that is required in our body is very less, but it's very important that this salt should be iodized. आपने सुना होगा टीवी में ऐड भी आती है कि वी शुड कंज्यूम ओनली द आयोडाइज सॉल्ट like Tata salt. It is a iodized salt. Iodized salt means it contains adequate amount of iodine, and this iodine is very much necessary for preventing ourselves from deficiency disease called goiter. Also, seafood is rich source of iodine. So person consuming seafood don't suffer from goiter. Next deficiency disease we are going to discuss is iron. Lack of iron in the body results in the disease called anemia. Anemia is a disease in which the person looks become pale and he gets tired very soon. बहुत ही जल्दी थक जाते हैं because as you know that what is the function of iron, what is the function of blood. Iron results in the formation of hemoglobin, and what is the function of hemoglobin? Hemoglobin contains, I have told you in the previous chapter that hemoglobin contains red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. And what is the function of RBCs, red blood cells? It carries oxygen to different parts of the body. So when the person does not get sufficient amount of, so due to deficiency of this iron, the person doesn't get the sufficient amount of oxygen to all the cells of the body, due to which he gets tired very easily, सांस फूलने लगती है, बहुत जल्दी थक जाते हैं, and his looks become pale. उसका जो चेहरे का, फेस का जो कलर होता है, it becomes almost white. एकदम वाइट हो जाता है, नॉट गोरा रंग बट इट बिकम्स वाइट एज ही एंड हिज लुक्स एंड ही गेट्स फटीक. वो बहुत जल्दी थक जाते हैं. So, an anemic person should include all these food items in his or her diet, such as apple, rich sources of all the green leafy vegetables, apple, peanuts, peanut butter, meat. These all foods in his or her diet. So, in the end, I will conclude with that you should. I hope you all will eat the balanced diet to have a healthy and balanced life. So, I hope if you are not including these nutrients in your food in proper amount, then from today, after knowing about all these deficiency disease, you will start eating all the, you will start consuming all the nutrients in your diet, and will take a balanced diet to lead a balanced life. Thank you and have a wonderful day.